Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Tara Arnold, and today I'm going to be channeling Ascended Master Saint Germain, and he's going to be answering a viewer question. But before we begin that, I just want to say that the last video that we did was on predictions for 2021 and the winter solstice. They are showing me that the COVID-19 will get worse before it gets better, and they were saying that in March it'll start to decrease, but it is still going to take a couple years to fully be gone, but it'll start going down. They're showing me like worldwide in March, but it's going to get worse like over this Christmas holiday and the first few month or so into the new year, and then it'll start to decrease, but it will be gone at some point. So and then the December 21st energies are here. Anybody who's feeling these frequencies, the subtle energies that you're feeling every night for the past, I don't know, like 14 days, it means that you're ready to receive the frequencies that are being brought into the planet with this conjunction of the Saturn and Jupiter conjunction. So when those frequencies are coming in, you might feel more awake, you might have lots of energy, and you might notice it starts around like midnight or so, like in the evening, you start to get full of all this energy and a lightness, and you're up all night. Well, that's because you're integrating these new frequencies that are being brought onto the planet, and it means that you've expanded your consciousness enough to receive those frequencies. So everything on planet Earth is a vibration, and so how much you've expanded your vibrational frequencies to more love is showing you whether you're receiving these and integrating these at this time. If you're not there yet, if you haven't expanded your consciousness enough, that's okay, because everybody that's integrating those frequencies right now, you can download those frequencies from them. Basically, it's kind of like, they show me like kind of like how a computer works. So the people that are ready to receive those frequencies are anchored all over the planet, and they'll integrate them, and now their spirit or their consciousness will carry those frequencies within them, and as they go along their daily activities, out shopping, that frequency is offered to everyone. So maybe somebody sitting on the bench that could benefit from those frequencies, and their spirit's ready to receive those frequencies, will start to download from you. So you'll notice that you don't have to do anything, but for those that are really feeling those frequencies coming in, it's because you're ready to receive them. And for those who don't feel it, you will soon be ready to receive them. And those people who have integrated them, you can just download it from them. You won't know who it is necessarily, but your spirit knows what it's doing, and you just download. We're downloading from each other all the time. So when you get triggered by someone, or when you feel emotional around someone, like there's a lot of stuff going on. There's energies being exchanged. There's downloads. Like when I walk into a room, I walk in and I put the intention that any frequencies that I've already transmuted within myself, I'm offering that frequency to everyone. So that's kind of how it works. And if they're open to receiving, they can start downloading. But if they're not, and they want to stay in the third dimension reality, then they can say, no, thank you. I want to be in this third dimension reality and wallow in self-pity, or stay a victim, or stay suffering. So it's always up to how people want to receive and how consciously aware people are. So if you're ready to receive higher, well, not higher frequencies, but different frequencies, new frequencies that are being brought onto the planet, that of divine love or Christ consciousness, whatever terminology you want to use, just say you're open to receiving, and then the universe brings you those people, or you'll start to integrate it yourself from the universal energies coming in. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to get started, and we're going to do answering a question on a viewer's question, and it was that, how do I why don't I need a bubble of protection around myself? Because Saint Germain's mentioned this in a few videos, that the old way in third dimension, we needed a bubble of protection around ourselves so that we don't pick up on everybody's energy. But there's fear behind that. It's saying that there's something outside of you that can control your reality, or you're allowing others to decide how you feel. So we're going to channel Saint Germain and see what he has to say, see if he can explain it a little bit differently for people to understand as we move from third dimension to fifth dimension. I want to say thanks for watching. Thanks for all the likes and hitting subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you after the channel. Oh yes, welcome. I'm Saint Germain. We welcome you all. We would say that as you move in from a third dimension perspective to a fifth dimension perspective, everything is energy. Everything is energy frequency. Everything is a vibration. Where are you vibrating at? This is what you would create in your reality. Everything in front of you is a projection of your vibration. If you are stating that you require a bubble of protection around you, you are stating that it is up to another person to decide what gets played out in your reality. You are giving the power to others to decide how you will feel. We will give an example. If you were to go into a grocery store and you are sensitive to subtle energies, and you are picking up on everybody's energy frequencies around you, and you are saying, I need to put a bubble of protection because I do not want to feel their frequencies at this time. I do not want to feel how they are feeling. I must call in my guides. We would say that you have handed over your power for others to decide how you are feeling or how you are going to create your reality. If you were to stand in a fifth dimension perspective and decide that you're going to command, or decide that you're going to, what you're going to allow in your reality, you would have better results, we would say. We would use the terminology better in the sense of you would have a more enjoyable experience. We would say that if one was to put a bubble of protection around them, they are saying they have to fear something outside of themselves. When you are awakening to remember that you are all energy. If you are all energy, what do you have to fear? You are that which you see. What is projected in front of you is a vibrational match to your own energy. It is a reflection of where you're vibrating at. If someone was to give you love, if one was to knock at the door and you opened it and they gave you a compliment and told you how beautiful you look today, this would be a reflection of where you're vibrating at. We give gratitude for this experience. I opened the door and the person behind the door told me I looked beautiful today. Is this not a reflection of how much I am loving myself? We would say if you opened the door and the person criticized you, that you hadn't shoveled your step, or that you're not looking so great today, then it is a reflection of where you're vibrating at, how much you're criticizing yourself. We would say give gratitude to both these experiences. It is showing you where you're vibrating at. This is what is showing, the universe is showing you where you are at. This is a gift. Everything is in gratitude, without judgment. If I did not judge how another one treated me and instead gave gratitude to it and went in instead of without, I could change my reality. We will give an example. If Tara opened the door and someone was criticizing her, she would go in, give gratitude, and ask her inner child how she feels criticized. Thank you for showing me that I'm criticizing myself. How am I criticizing my inner child? How am I allowing my ego to attack me? Where in my reality am I putting myself down? This is a great gift to see the vibration that you are standing in front of you. We would say this is everywhere you go. If you were to go into the grocery store and you would feel everyone's energies at once, it would not be so comfortable. How can I change this reality? What if I stood in a fifth dimension perception and I decided what I'm going to allow in my reality? We would say, instead of putting a bubble of protection around you to protect you of that which you already are, we would say to begin commanding what you allow in your reality. If Tara was to go into a grocery store, she would command that she does not feel anybody's energy. She would command that she does not be shown how anyone's feeling. She would command that no one is to attach any energies to her. She would command that she would not attach any energies to anyone else. She would do this without any fear-based belief behind it. It would be that she understands that she is all energy, and if everyone in the store is her, then what does she have to protect herself from? This is all a reflection of her, but when does she want to see it? It is up to her to decide when she would like to see this in her reality. If she is in crowds, she has commanded already that she not be shown how she is feeling. She would be overwhelmed with the energies. We would say that as she goes along her daily activities, she would see a reflection of herself through her husband. She gives gratitude. If he ignores her, it is showing her how she is ignoring herself, and she would go work with her inner child on this. If he is giving her love, she is in gratitude that she is loving herself. It is that nothing is outside of her. She is seeing a reflection of herself at all times. She is projecting her vibration in front of her to reflect back to her in her reality. If her husband was to ignore her, she would leave the room and give gratitude for this experience. She would work with her inner child and apologize to her inner child for ignoring her inner child. How am I ignoring your needs? What do you need? This is what we mean by going in instead of without. This is what we mean by going in and loving yourself. When Tara would work with her inner child about how she was being ignored, her inner child would show her in a visualization or a feeling. Tap into that. Find out why you are creating others to ignore you, and give that love to yourself. When you have accomplished this, Tara would come back out into the living room and her husband would shower her with love. She has just changed her reality by going in instead of without. She did not blame her husband for him ignoring her. He never existed outside of her. It was a reflection of how she was, where she was vibrating at, and she gave gratitude to this. She has realized that she creates her own reality, and creating your own reality, you must take responsibility that you create all reality, not only the so-called good parts, but also any vibration that shows up in your reality. We would say to begin and let go of needing to have a bubble of protection around yourself. We would say to start commanding what you're allowing in your reality, and when you wish to see it, this will empower you to create a reality you want instead of handing over your power for others to decide for you. Tara would say before she goes into the grocery store, I am not going to feel or see anyone's energies, and it would be so. It is not going to happen at the beginning, as you do not yet have the belief. It is when by doing so, by doing this practice, by commanding what you will allow in your reality, you evoke the God or the Christ consciousness within you to project that in front of you, to reflect back to you. Tara would command that no one be attaching any energies to her. She would command that she does not want to see how anybody's feeling, and she will not see it. It would be that she has already decided in her reality when she would like to see a reflection of herself and when she would not. This would be that the belief was not yet there when she began doing this, but as she, we would say, created a new belief in her reality, then it began to show up. Do not get frustrated when you command something in reality and it is not yet there. It is only that you have many belief systems that are stacked up that would need to be transmuted back to love before it shows up in your reality. We would say that, as Tara would say, I do not want to feel everyone's energy when I go into the store. At the beginning, she would feel it because she still had the belief system running. She had fear behind her words. We would say, as those fears change to love, there is a projection of that, and she no longer feels anyone's energies when she decides she does not want to feel it. She is creating her own reality. She is commanding what she would wish to have in her reality. One moment, please. We would say, how do I create this new reality? How do I create a new belief, Saint Germain? We would say that in order to create a new belief, the program must be changed within the subconscious. When you state a new belief, it is like the subconscious, the first time you say it, the subconscious would say, huh, and kind of hear you. We would say the second time that you command something in your reality, the subconscious would take it in, and the third time you command it in your reality, the subconscious would remember it. It is that each time it is layers. Each time that you command something new in your reality, it will not get created until the belief is there. We would say, hang on and have faith. This would be that you can all create and project what you wish in your reality. Everything is a vibrational frequency. Everything can be changed in your reality. Tara checked a lottery ticket and it had no winner on it. And 8 months later, she said, I'm going to check the same lottery ticket and see if anything has changed. And she went to the teller and it rang in that she had won $2. Did she not change something that was in her reality to a different point of view? Did she not change something in her reality by doing spiritual alchemy? We would say you are all spiritual alchemists. If you wish to have something in your reality, it can be so. It is only that the belief isn't there. This would be something to chew on. This would be something to ponder. Where is it that I would like to vibrate at? If I am standing in the now moment and I am vibrating in love, I will create more of that. We would say when you go to the past or the future, you are not going to get the best results. This is going to be chunky, and we would say it is going to be bumpy. It is going to be a bumpy ride because you are pulling the vibration from the past to project in front of your future, and the past was a vibration that you are not at now. You are bringing in the past to create a future. Then it is not going to get the results you wish for. If you would like to create your future, stand in the now moment. If your observation is that you are going to past memories, come back to the now moment and find in your five senses what you are enjoying in this now moment. This is being present. This is connecting your consciousness with the consciousness of everything. If I could use my five senses to feel the vibration within everything, wouldn't it project more of that love in front of me? If I am connecting with the consciousness within this chair that I'm sitting on, and I can feel the love and the Christ consciousness within it, would I not project more of that in front of me? We would say, yes, you would project more of that in front of you, more of that vibration of love, and you would be happy with the results that you are creating in your reality. But if you go to the future or to the past to create your reality, you are are not in a vibration to create what you are desiring at this now, in this now moment. We would stay in the now moment. If you go to the past, it no longer exists. If you go to the future, it does not exist. We would say that the now moment is where it would be for the highest good to create from. Check in with your vibration. Where am I vibrating at all times? Am I standing in love, or am I standing in fear? If there is fear behind your words or your thoughts, you are going to create a fear-based reality in front of you. This would be a third dimension reality. If I want to move to fifth dimension and have a heart-centered reality, then I would stand in my shoes now and be in gratitude for everything around me. I would give gratitude and be in a vibration of divine love, and I will project that in front of me to create my reality. We would say to observe your belief system. Where is it in your reality that you are still handing over the power for other people to decide what your reality is going to show up as? Where we would say, observe this. There are many that are believing that they are in a fifth dimension perspective, but yet there is still vibrations of fears behind their beliefs or their perceptions. We would say, as you have the awareness of these beliefs and perceptions, go within and not without. This is an aha moment. When you have an aha moment, it is us dropping answers that you have asked and put out to the universe. We would say that after this video, we are bringing through frequencies for the crown and third eye during this video, and if you're open to receiving, you will have more aha moments and awarenesses of where you're vibrating at in a third dimension perspective. We would say, look through the eyes of the heart. This is where all the deliciousness lies. This is that you are all magnificent and you are all spiritual alchemists. You all have the power to change the reality that you wish in front of you at all times. Be in the now moment. Blessings. Okay, thanks for watching. I appreciate all the views, and I wanted to say that my inner child picked out this owl totem shirt. It's our pajama top, and it's for winter, and she was really happy to wear it to bring owl totem energy to everyone watching this video, and also our crystals sitting here. There's amethyst and rose quartz and clear quartz. So I want to say thanks again for watching, and have a great Christmas and have a great New Year's.